And then second, I looked at it as I didn't really have a choice, even though I could have laid down, but or got down to their demands. But I understood one thing. My instincts of survival, but also not just being in the game. I wanted different for myself. And I had one bad experience. Well, I had a couple of bad experiences, but I had the first bad experience I had early in my career. And I wound up getting out of that deal with Butch Lewis. And I can mention names, not because he's deceased, but I can mention it because I wound up being actually sued based on keeping me in check. But I fired back and I wound up, counterpunching and got out of that situation and spoke boldly about it and moved on to try to wake others up. Not actually preach, but just bring it up about my situation. If anybody recognized and experienced it, any fighter or anybody else, they can grab some knowledge. But that was the start of it. That was the start of it. My first professional fight, not first, but my first championship fight was Roy Jones Jr. And that fight was a parity fight. It was a split, 1.4 split between me and Roy Jones. I have the contract. I kept all the stuff. Even to the day, I can go back and reflect and bring not only content for what I'm speaking about, but I kept it because I paid for it. It's called litigation. And so I said to myself, how can it be a number? 750, 725 split, parity. The word parity, and I get 80,000 when it's all said and done. Now, remind you, I'm fresh out of the penitentiary. 88, 89, 90, 90. I rebooted my career after, losing my first fight. Didn't box for 15 months. So now we in the, early 90s. And I rebooted myself back into reaching a goal that I eventually reached. But the business part, it had me thinking in between those moments of climbing the ladder of being a contender, that this is more than just going in the ring and winning and not winning. This was something that I had to learn quick, on the job learning.
There's a lot of shenanigans in boxing.
Yes.
You
got to sport, Joe.
Yeah.
You got a sport that's unregulated, right? Whether that means anything to people or not, but there's no checks and balances there. The people that set the rules break the rules. I'm gonna say that again. The people that set the rules break the rules.